Hello there, this is Teacher Wayne, and I'm continuing my mini zombie tutorial series. I'm just taking it to the next step now, so let's just do a quick recap. I always like to do a recap first. So just to show you, we've got a game going, we've got an environment, we've got them randomly spawning the zombies. I've got my background music, as in here, gently playing. And what we want now, the die got this animation to die properly. We've got them appearing. Now what we want though is we want a situation. Oh, I think one's just appeared. I could actually hear it because I've got my sounds working properly. So do I have, you know, most of the elements are really good looking, a good game here. So I think what I want to do next is, just going to stop this. So the next thing I want to look at is I'm going to have enhance the environment. So that's the next step. We're going to have doorways that we can walk through. Then I think after that, once we've got doorways, and basically what we want is the zombies to hit a wall and not be able to walk through it. And we'll start them, they may stop walking, they may respond to it. But one of the first things I need to do is just, we're going to have to sort of clear the environment a bit. I'm going to create, if you look where the player is here, I want this area here, I'm going to clear this area down, remove some of the trees, and get it so that we've got a house here. Get a fence, wall up. I'm going to probably do quite a speed video of doing all that because you don't really need to see that because that's fairly basic. I'll start with one and then I'll speed it up as I go along. And I'll have it so that there'll be a door the player can go through and it'll open and close to the player, and the player can retreat back to the house as well. I think that's going to be my next step, and that's what I'm going to look at today. Okay, and I'm going to speed the video. I'm going to make a wall now. So I'll show you how I make a wall. Just clear the environment. So I just create basically, I'm not going to create an empty game object. Sorry about that. I'm not going to do that at all. All I'm going to do is I'm going to create here a 3D object, a cube. And this will be, well, I know the floor is 200. That's the height. Let's put it up here. I want my wall to be about, let's get this wall done. Just need to be a little bit higher. Get it right way around. Well, that's interesting. Don't really matter too much. So I can adjust it the way I want it. I want it a little bit fatter than that. It's a wall after all. That's seems to be reasonable. Maybe a little bit higher. And a little bit wider. Not sure that'll be alright. We'll find out in a minute. If that's too wide, I might have to make that. I'll rename that to wall. I'm going to make it now. I've created a tag called wall. You don't have to. I just think it's just good practice. And then I've got in my artifacts here, I've actually got a yeah, give a brick wall effect. funky. That looks alright actually. So we have a wall. Now what I'm going to add to this as well, it's got a box glider built in, but I'm going to add a nav mesh obstacle, so that it means that the zombies won't be able to walk through, and neither will I actually. So I've got a nav mesh obstacle, quite important to add it. We're going to bake it. That will only work if the zombies, by the way, I've got a nav mesh agent. And the player also has, it doesn't have a nav mesh agent. It doesn't really matter too much about the player, it's the zombies that need a nav mesh agent. The nav mesh obstacle is what we want it to do, because when we go to navigation here, we click on that. Well, it's a static and it's not a walkable, so it means that you can never walk it. And if I click on that there and I click on bake and bake, watch what happens. Just doing it for one bit of wall. We're going to do a lot more. Can you see how it shows that it stops the zombies walking through it, which is what you want. Right, okay, I'm going to speed the video up a little bit now. So it looks alright, and now I'm going to get this gate working. So we've got a house set up here. I want to get it so that we have a gate working through. By the way, I've put nav mesh obstacles on all these. You notice how I put them all in one object called wall. It's just good practice this, to do that. Just makes it just a better. So I've got a little house that the zombies can't get in, which I like. I've got a little cute little farmhouse. So what I want is I'm going to add a gate here. So let me do that. Right, so it looks alright, and now I'm going to get this gate working. So we've got a house set up here. I want to get it so that we have a gate working through. By the way, I've put nav mesh obstacles on all these. You notice how I put them all in one object called wall. It's just good practice this, to do that. Just makes it just a better. So I've got a little house that the zombies can't get in, which I like. I've got a little cute little farmhouse. So what I want is I'm going to add a gate here. So let me do that. Okay, we've got the door in place now. So I'm now going to get this to animate to open and close this wall. Here, I'm going to give it a tag. I'm going to call it gate. I've got a caps lock, but it don't really matter. Don't know what caps lock was on them, but there you are. So it's called a gate because it's going to be my gate. So I'm going to get this to rotate. So I'm going to create an animation sequence. I've done this lots of times before with you. Oops. So we've got the gate opening and closing now. So now I want to basically get it so that the person triggers the gate. Press play. It just opens automatically, which is quite neat. I can walk through. Can't walk through the wall. Oh, I need to get it so that that's got a gate's got a collision detection as well. Let's get that sorted out. So the gate also needs to be added a nav mesh obstacle. Ooh, look at the size of that. It's a huge nav mesh obstacle. I need to make it a lot smaller. See, just a tiny little nav mesh obstacle. How big are the nav mesh obstacles for that? Oh, they're all seem to be quite reasonable, but that one was huge. I just press play. I still can walk through the door. I've got to bake it. I guess I've got to bake it. Just a bit of baking. Ooh. I don't mind that. Just need to make it so that box glide around it. That'll do the job. Okay. So now we've got to get it so that the player, it doesn't automatically set off. At the moment it just opens up automatically, that gate. We want to stop it opening automatically. So it's going to automatically start. We needed a transition here. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to let's just get rid of that. Let's get them all. Get it so it closed by default. Do it that way around. And I can't get through it. Oh, it's good. Can't even jump over it, which is makes sense. That I'm really pleased about that. I can't do aught about that. So we have our gate that's closed by default, but it's got a box mesh on it, a collider on it. We're going to put some code. It needs to be triggered. That's the first thing we need to make sure you trigger it, and then it will just. Now what I want is we need to make that box collider. The box collider. Look at the size of that box collider. It's a ridiculous box collider for that. I'm gonna get this box. Why is it so? Where is that box collider? I don't know where that is. Hang on a minute. Why is it moving? I'm sort of confused here a bit. Don't understand why that box glider's not even with it. Center is not. Not. It is a vast box glider, which doesn't make sense to me. There you go. Looks a bit better now. It's behaving. It's behaving itself. What I want is it just to be. I'm not going to worry too much about the perspective, how it changes it. I want it so it's nice and. Where's the. It's there. I want it so it sticks out a bit at the front and the back so that you can get near it. Let's have a look. It closes automatically, so it was open, but it don't matter. Hey up. Now we've got what's happening now. Well, it is navigational. Because it was triggered before, and it's not triggered now. I think that's what it is. If I untrigger that, so look at the gate. Just untrigger that. I just want to test a theory. Yeah, because I clicked triggered. Now I'm hoping, yeah, because I ain't got a nav mesh agent, I can walk through it. No, but I can't. Oh yeah, the others have got box gliders on. That's why I can't walk through them, because they're not triggered. Whereas that one is. It's the triggering business. I get it. I get it. I get it. Means hopefully zombies won't go through. Let's have a quick look. Hang on. Gotta click that. Let's find a zombie and see if I can bring him to me. Good, he can't get to me. None of them can get to me. Because it's nav mesh agent. That's fantastic. That's good. That works. Right, so we have a gate that does what it says on the tin. I can walk through it at the moment because it's triggered, not because it's got the box glider, it's got the trigger on it, but I'm not that bothered. I can put in the code to stop me walking through it. I can worry about that another time. I don't know what that is there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have some code now. So we're going to create some code. I'm going to call it Gatekeeper. Got some code here called Gatekeeper. I'm going to actually attach it to the gate, not to the player, because it's going to respond to the player. Right, I'm going to continue the coding in the next video. So see you there. Thanks and bye.